Since 1963, militaries from around the world and their citizens have purchased and trusted Glock handguns for self-defense purposes. I myself own a Glock handgun that I carry every day, and I also carry a Glock handgun while at work. I believe they're the most durable and most reliable handguns in the world, and so today I want to go over a brief history of Glock, Inc., and I want to go over some of the materials needed to what they call field strip or disassemble your handgun, and then I'm also going to go through step by step how to do so and show you guys how to do it. So starting off, according to Glock Inc., Glock was created in 1963 by Gaston Glock, who was an Australian engineer. In 1980, Glock created their first semi-automatic handgun. In the beginning, they primarily just made rifles, but they made a semi-automatic handgun to meet the needs of the Australian military at the time. Now, semi-automatic means that the handgun will fire one round per trigger pull. So you pull the trigger one time, it will fire one round. This is the same rate of fire that's actually on an even larger weapon like a AR-15. Is also simply a semi-automatic weapon, same as the handgun. It doesn't shoot any faster. They both have the same rate of fire. In 1986, Glock opened their first headquarters in the United States in Smyrna, Georgia, which is still open to this day. And a pretty cool statistic is that 65% of all United States law enforcement agencies, including federal agencies, state, and your local ones, are all issued Glock handgun. Now, I know for a fact that all Highlands County law enforcement agencies all carry Glock handguns. For materials needed to disassemble the handgun, you don't have to wear any fancy attire or anything like that. You can do it anywhere or wearing anything. One thing that you will need though is a Glock handgun. This is my Glock Model 22. It shoots a .40 caliber round, so you will need a handgun. Another thing that you will need is a safe and controlled environment. This is the most important. You do not want to be handling these guns if there are children around or any other person. Find a nice secluded room that is safe and controlled. You will need that. You also need a flat surface to set your handgun on. That way you're not losing any pieces that might roll off. And then I like to use either an old t-shirt or a towel to set over the surface, because if your handgun is dirty, it will get whatever surface that you're putting it on dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and begin to show you how to disassemble a Glock handgun. So, the first step is to remove the magazine from the handgun. You press this mag release button here, and you press it, and you remove your magazine. You can set this to the side because you will not need it anymore. Set this up. There you go. You will not need it anymore. The second thing you want to do is lock. This is called the slide of the handgun. You want to lock the slide to the rear like this. And once it is locked, you want to visually and physically check and make sure that there's no ammunition in the gun. So I take a look, I stick my finger in there, wiggle around, make sure there's no ammunition. You guys can see that there is no ammunition in the gun. Once you're sure of that, you can release the slide forward, and then you want to point it in a safe direction and pull the trigger. You should hear a click, hopefully not a bang. So you'll want to hear something like this. Once you've done that, I take my hand and put it in kind of like a C position, and I actually hold the gun like this, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to need to pull the slide back about 1/4 of an inch, not too far, like this. Once you do that, there's these slide lock levers here on both sides, so you'll have to actually, on this side and this side, and you have to take them, hold them down, and then the slide should come forward like this. Now you simply slide it off of the frame here, and then you have the actual slide itself like this. Next thing you're going to want to do, this is called the recoil spring. You're going to want to remove that by pressing down on it. Press down and it should pop right out. Take that and see, if you don't clean it, it will be dirty. That's why we set the towel down. Set that to the side. And then this, see, this is the actual barrel where the round goes through. So you push it up slightly. And this actually should just come right out. And now that is what they consider to be field stripped. Now there's more ways to get in and actually remove and alter some of the parts on the inside, but it's not usually needed. I have yet to do my own. They consider actually using a Glock armorer who's certified in that to mess with anything internally. This is a simple field strip which can be used to clean your gun. So, put all this back in. You just repeat the steps backwards to put it back together. And there you go. So that is how you field strip or disassemble your Glock handgun. So, like I said in the beginning, I feel Glock is the most durable and reliable handgun in the world. It's used by over 65% of all law enforcement agencies in the United States. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you.